I be looking at some of these niggas like, who sent y'all, man? Like, how I'm supposed to know y'all this, man?
903 Network Radio.
Hey, man, say, man.
Pound and Hustle Show has returned.
Yeah, long overdue, Jack.
Man, we've been working, but we want to say the date is May 27, 2018.
Documented.
Today's topic, we talking about hypocrisy in everything. So we could be talking about hypocrisy in sports.
Man.
What else, Hustle? I mean,
hypocrisy in everything, man. You know, definitely sports, especially with the current events. But hypocrisy in politics.
Everything.
You know what I'm saying? They let 45 do what the hell he want to do.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? You know, had he been...
Hold on, man. 45, for people that don't know, 45 means what?
You asking me. 45, you know, since I don't acknowledge him as being my president.
Right.
But 45 is the elected current president, which is Donald J. Trump. So,
right.
Yeah, that's 45.
AKA Stormy Daniels.
Oh, red man, ain't that it? So the plug I just gave his name is probably the last you're going to get from me. It's going to be Stormy Daniels, 45, you know, something to that effect. But yeah.
Yes, indeed. Man, we want to thank everybody for tuning in.
As always, man. It's a blessing, man. It's a blessing to be seen, a blessing to be heard.
Yeah, man. All the real supporters, I know it ain't many of y'all, but the ones that have been showing love, I appreciate all the support.
Few in numbers for big in loyalty, man. Loyalty is royalty.
PMG, Cool Gang, my blood brother. I guess he ain't my blood brother. He's actually my family member, but my little brother, man.
Same, man. The whole empire, man. You may not see him on film all the time. Hell, you ain't seen me on film in a minute.
Right.
But, you know, the whole movement, man.
Cool's out there working. Shout
Jason
out.
Godwin, man. You know what I'm saying?
The best of Tex Homer winner, Jason.
Oh, did he win it?
I know he was nominated.
Okay, hold on, man. You almost put me up on somebody.
I seen it. I was like, that's dope as fuck.
Hey,
he got top 3. He got number 1.
I gotta check this.
Number
I'm
1.
definitely not debating that he could have and probably did win it. I just, you know, wasn't up on game. So, you know, with that being said, my apologies. You got to stay with your people, man.
Man.
Anytime you truly support, you know what the goings on is. And me and bro just talked last week, man. So that's crazy, man.
Already, yes,
that's
indeed.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, man. We've been on a hiatus, but we still at it. You know, we still doing our diligent work.
Absolutely.
Trying to get better as men, black men.
Moves and shakers, man.
Another thing, man, if y'all please could subscribe to the YouTube channel. I mean, if you want alerts when we upload new content or whatever, you're gonna get that alert on your phone.
Get that out,
or
man.
whatever.
903networkradio.com.
Go to www.903networkradio.com. What else we got, man? There's something else I wanted to get to the people. Oh yeah, thanks to everybody for coming out to the Gaming for Caden thing last weekend. Little homie just had his surgery. He's at home trying to recover.
Wow, bless.
Shout out to Keisha Taylor for being a strong black woman you are.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You got a good support system, good mama, good family. So shout out to Caden, man, and we gonna keep riding for you. What else we got, Hustle? We got Hustle, got his beautiful ladies up here, man. You know,
say, man,
beautiful.
It's almost midnight, man.
Kin folks. Man, we working, man. They inspired by this, man. They inspired.
Putting the people in my life, man. So
man.
Man, it's all good. It's all good, man. Bringing children to work, man. My biggest thing is always letting them see. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing I do that I should be ashamed of to my kids can't be involved with it. And that's a huge thing for any parent, man. If you out here doing
man,
stuff,
you know what, bro? I remember you told me that that always stuck with me when you told me that last summer. You was like, man, don't do nothing you can't, you know. So yeah, man, that's
I'm telling you, man, something I hold true to, and like I said, you know, will never be an issue with me as long as I control it is, you know. With my daughters, you know what I'm saying, find a potential man and husband, partner, whatever, you know what I'm saying, I never want them to be in a position where that man shouldn't be an image of me. You know what I'm saying? You never want, as a father, you never want your daughters, man, to you never want to look back and be like, man, I was this bad dude, I was this dog ass nigga, whatever, and you know, not want your kids to find a dude like you. And I got all girls, you know what I'm saying? So my standard is definitely different. You know what I'm saying? I can't use that but wait, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I have a son or whatnot. You know, I got all girls, man. So you know, I got to be the spitting image of what I want them to have and find. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. Whatever I do, man, we in this thing together. If I come to work and I'm on the grind, man, and my babies are more than welcome to come any and every time. So we out here getting it.
That's beautiful, man.
Team hustle.
Team Charlie hustle, man.
Team. It used to be CL hustle, man, but you know we had to elevate to Charlie hustle, man. So yeah, it's that dude.
It all means something good, man. Before we get into our topics, people, I wanna say this. You know, we all got flaws, and we all trying to grow as men and women. So just know, you know, everything I speak, man, is out of love and out of concern for my community. I don't speak trying to offend people or down anyone. I'm just reporting facts, and you know, most of the stuff I speak, I can show you receipts for. So, with that said, man, we just want to bring news to the community that they not really talking about on the mainstream media. So, if you about that, we welcome any kind of dialogue, comments, conversations. You know, if you listen to this, you watch this video and you disagree, let's disagree and let's get to the bottom of it, because we can always find answers and solutions.
Absolutely.
So, with that said, my brother, you ready to get into it, man? The topic today is hypocrisy, man.
Hypocrisy, man.
And first of all, we use the word hypocrisy. We got to figure out, what does hypocrisy say? What does the dominant society say that hypocrisy means? So I looked it up and I wrote it down. Even though I got a phone, I know I could have done it, but I still like to write stuff down with my hands. You feel me? So here we go.
That's a lost art in itself, but do speak.
Indeed. Hypocrisy, the practice of claiming to have moral standards or beliefs to which one's own behavior does not conform.
Say, Jack.
Lord have mercy.
Say, Jack. It's that typical do as I say, not as I do mentality, man. That is, that in lies and entails a hypocrite, man, already.
Man, so hypocrisy, you think about what's going on in the news, man, and that started with this Bill Cosby.
Absolutely.
Bill Cosby case been going on for a while.
Absolutely.
He was convicted, 10 years on each count, 3 counts. It's several documents, it's several testimonies of women that's been caught in lies.
Right on.
Not all, but just some, just like with anything, some but not all.
Dickinson even said that her story is only partially true. You know what I'm saying? She said that herself. It wasn't no documentation. Nobody said, hey, you know, this information is not adding up. Nah, she said it. She went out and said, you know what, I was lying about this part, but, you know what I'm saying?
So let's unpack it though. So he gets convicted. Everybody's well aware of, or do you want to get into the NBC thing, the little angle that, I mean, a lot of people are aware of this angle, but let's just go ahead and give it to him. Bill Cosby was going by NBC, not the whole thing, but a majority share of it, him and another investor. You know, that's another reason. Who are you to come and, you know, want to be like us, one of us? That's too much. It's too much power. You know, it's too much. But you look at Bill Cosby and what he was accused of. He was accused of drugging women, doing this, doing that, even though that was pretty much the culture back then, right?
Bruh, he freely talked about it.
In his stand-up, correct?
No, not even on the stand-up. He was on Leno or David Letterman or something. And he was talking about the Spanish Fly.
Oh, okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, so I mean, not only was that the culture, man, that was like you said, highly practiced, and you know, that's what it was. So
the hypocrisy of the Bill Cosby case is I mean, okay, say he did absolutely 100% do these things they said he did, right?
Absolutely.
So now all of a sudden they want to take off the Cosby Show.
Man, come on now.
They want
to
all these schools that he donated these millions of dollars to.
Yes.
They want to take his doctorate degrees and all this, right? They want to do all this.
I mean, they want to take the Cosby Show off of TV, period.
Get the money back.
Already.
Get the rape money back.
Already.
$100 million?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, run that back, Jack. Look, that man got lawyer fees and all that stuff that need to be covered anyway. His estate, man, he got a family. Yeah, already, man, run that back.
Man, please understand that we got daughters, so we ain't up here, we don't condone no type of rape, assault, taking anything from anybody, especially a woman, man. But, bro, everybody's telling the truth. Nobody's just trying to get money. I mean, you just got to go research it on your own, man. But let's talk about the flip side. Let's talk about people like, do you remember the show Seventh Heaven?
Absolutely.
Michael London is a convicted pedophile.
Come on now.
He's a convicted pedophile, and this show is still on air.
Come on now.
Kevin Spacey. Are they gonna take all the Kevin Spacey? They gonna take all the Kevin Spacey movies off of TV?
That, my friend, is hypocrisy. Absolutely. I mean, I still see him on there. So.
I love House of Cards. I hate it when I heard it, but
man, absolutely.
Are they gonna take all the? So Subway should be shut down, right? Because the person that led their marketing campaign from the inception.
Let's speak.
He's in prison for child pornography.
Yeah. Yeah, he went from talking about footlongs to receiving them, huh?
So, you know, man, these people are getting slapped on the wrist for this sexual stuff. I mean, we can go more and more, but y'all get the point of the example, man. Certain people are allowed to get away. I just read today.
What's happening?
There's a judge. I gotta pull this up.
Yeah, let's get the story.
Keep them busy. Let me pull this up real quick. Now, I want you to Google this while you're on your phone.
Okay.
It was a preacher. It was a rich millionaire man, a businessman that got off with 5 years of probation in California for raping a 5-year-old girl. He got probation, house arrest, shit. Just put in millionaire businessman gets 5 years probation for rape, and I guess it'll come up.
Absolutely.
So y'all can Google this. We just trying to make a point about how the justice system don't seem to be justice when it comes to the skin tone of your body. It seems to make a big difference in how you can move in this world.
And to add another level to that story, it was his daughter.
Oh, man.
Absolutely.
So read the story, Hustle.
Millionaire who raped daughter gets probation. Let's go ahead and, rich hair. So let's go ahead and open this thing up.
It's pretty crazy, ain't it, bro?
And the title reads, Rich Hair rapes his 3-year-old daughter, gets no jail time because he will not fare well in prison.
Man.
That is the rationale for the reason why this man is not placed under the jail, under the penitentiary, is because this middle-aged white man will not fare well in prison. Now, with that being said...
Hold on, pause. I've been in the feds, right? Seagoville. It's right outside of Dallas.
Tell you the truth, man.
When I tell you they got 300... how old you said that man was right there?
Man, it's 50.
50? They got 350 or older year old men in Seagoville right now that's child molesters. So that's the description right there. But these people are making excuses. That's whole right there with the hypocrisy. Now we can look in the city of Sherman. The city of Sherman, Grayson County. So you in church, a girl busts through the doors in the church.
Come on, man.
They raped me. You turn down the hood looking for these 3 assailants that supposedly raped you, and the whole time it was a lie.
Now let's go back real quick because we can't leave the story real quick. Now, mind you, he just got probation, right? Mm-hmm. Even had he not got probation, the prosecutor offered him a plea bargain, right? Mm-hmm. Just days before the trial. The plea bargain was for 4th degree rape.
Wow.
Okay. Now, the maximum sentence for 4th degree rape is 15 years. This man raped 3-year-old, not only just the 3-year-old, his 3-year-old daughter over the course of 2 years, right?
Wow.
The 3-year-old that at the time of the report was 5 years old told her grandmother, "My daddy touches me." Okay?
Wow.
So once all this is, coming out and, all these things and, he's going through the legal process and whatnot, the prosecutor offers him a bullshit ass charge of merely a 4th degree rape.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, let's go ahead and rewind one more time to the Bill Cosby situation we just talked about. Now, you got women who claim to be raped 30, 40 plus years ago, okay? Once again, not justifying or glorifying rape.
What is the statute of limitations on that?
Great question. I don't know.
They just put it at 30 years.
Okay,
it's still not enough, huh?
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? But to sit there and essentially to adult consenting women, Bill is facing, a ridiculous amount of time, you know what I'm saying, per charge.
Right.
And you have this man that is the definition of a pedophile. You know what I'm saying? He's raping children. You know what I'm saying? He needs to register as a pedophile so he can't be around kids, be near a park or school, etc. And this man is given a plea where if he says, yes, I'm guilty, would be a 15-year maximum sentence. And he declines that, beats that, and gets probation. Come on, bro. Yeah, like I said, we ain't NFLing right now, but like Chris Carter say, man, come on, man. I mean, I don't understand that. Even and I don't want to skip around too much on topics, right. But when you had the white guy from Tennessee, or I'm sorry, I take that back. It was a black football player from Tennessee, and then you had the white kid in California that date raped the girl.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Right. I want to say the brother got 40 years. Now, you know what? I don't want to paraphrase the story, but I know the brother got a substantial amount of time, whereas the white dude got probation.
Damn.
Same exact case, and the rationale for probation being given to the white guy was that they didn't want to ruin his future.
Man.
So we've heard we don't want to ruin their future, and also he would not fare well in prison as rationale they give it for these sentences or lack thereof. Come on, man.
Man, that's crazy.
I gotta talk to him. Gotta talk to him.
So we gonna go to the next. We talking about hypocrisy, people.
Yeah.
Please go to 903networkradio.com. See what we got going on. Oh, Hustle, I forgot. I don't know if you had a chance to go to the site lately, bro.
As a matter of fact, as we were speaking, I went through the app.
Did you see the Black Cinema channel on there? You can go. You can actually go to www.903networkradio and watch TV for free on us, man. It's a Black Cinema channel. Black movies, black documentaries. It's just the culture, man. I mean,
so when is Believing he gonna be featured on the Black Cinema channel?
I don't control the programming, my brother.
Oh man!
I didn't say I opened up a TV station.
Like what I gotta do? You know what I'm saying?
Just go to the website and look at it.
Right on.
It's free.
I'm saying what I gotta do to get the Believing he featured film put on the website. Cause now I see you moving.
You just got to get an okay for it to be on there, bro.
Absolutely.
I just didn't want to put it on there. I was gonna put it on there a long time ago.
Absolutely.
But like that's my whole ass shit right there, though. But yeah, I gotta ask my nigga first.
Man, word to T Coos. Word to T Coos, man.
So let's get back to the next. Let's talk about these. Once again, please go to follow us. Follow us at PMG Cool Game, Mob Films, that's Hustles, Movements. Go support the DC Queens, man. He out there with these girls. if you can support, sponsor for some jerseys, maybe some wristbands or something with DC Queens on it. Anything, man. Lunchables, Capri Suns, anything, man. Anything to help the movement as far as that go. We're going to get into this next topic, which is school shooters. Now, we know when these school shootings happen that these people that shoot the school up are always taken alive.
Come on, man.
They never get shot. Matter of fact, even one of the shooters, the one that killed them people in the church, they took him to Burger King.
Come on, man.
So what does that say about hypocrisy, Hustle? I mean, break it down for me. Tell me what you feel about the narrative and how well a white shooter is treated compared to the innocent, unarmed black man that gets shot in the car in front of his daughter.
I'm gonna give you a real quick analogy, and it's one of the better ones I've heard in reference to these situations. And they bring up the complex of a spider versus a butterfly. Okay. Now the complex or the analogy as far as spider versus a butterfly is your knee-jerk reaction when you see a butterfly is what?
My knee-jerk reaction?
Your knee-jerk reaction.
I feel like it's one of my dead relatives trying to be close to me.
Okay, well, there you go. But hey, and you know, I would take that. So with that being said, you don't naturally think to harm that butterfly, right?
No.
That's not your natural inclination. All right, me personally, I don't do spiders at all.
Oh, I don't.
In the least bit. So, but I'm gonna take myself at the equation. When you see a spider, what is your knee-jerk reaction?
If it's a tarantula,
Any kind of spider in the house. You know
if it's in the house, I'm killing it.
One more time.
I'm killing it.
That's your knee-jerk reaction?
Yes, because I don't want to hurt my baby.
You don't know what that spider's intentions are?
It doesn't matter.
You ain't had to.
You a spider.
You are a spider. Wow. Okay.
You're a spider, man.
Now, with that being said, take that same analogy and place it on the topic we're discussing. These white kids being butterflies, right? Until they show you otherwise, that they're going to harm anything, what are you going to do? Even after a butterfly, say a butterfly can bite, say a butterfly can sting, whatever.
Right.
Even if that anomaly happens, they would still want to catch that butterfly and try to figure out what's wrong. Let's rehabilitate this butterfly. Let's figure out why he's doing that.
I mean, I get that part.
Conversely, with the spider ain't doing shit.
Right.
Spider doesn't have to be doing anything.
Right.
Spider may not be
set his net
with anything.
It set his net.
You know what I'm saying?
And wait.
How many spiders do we know? Cause you said a tarantula, you got the black widow, you got the brown recluse, all that good stuff. But how many spiders do you have out there are like the average black man, who, unless provoked, ain't gonna mess with anything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, but even then, those same spiders, we're conditioned to not even ask questions when it comes to spiders, right? If I see one of my kids come get me, oh, daddy, spider gotta go. I'm gonna kill it, right? Right. That's the knee-jerk reaction whenever there's a situation with the black man. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't see age. They don't see youth. You know that from the Tamir Rice situation. Right. That child was 14 years old. You know what I'm saying? In Ohio, without any hesitation. And like I said, you don't have to take my word for it. Feel free to go through the internet and watch the video yourself if you haven't seen it. But without provocation, merely his child turned around, he was gunned down by law enforcement. All right? And the list goes on. Like I said, that's the sad part about it is there's way too many situations where it's that spider complex. You know what I'm saying? These law enforcement employees, because they're public servants, are essentially looking at themselves as eradicating the problem. They're getting rid of the spiders. You know what I'm saying? You know, and then once it comes out that, hey, that wasn't a good one. That wasn't a tarantula. That was a spider that was going to hurt us. Oh, but it was a spider. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then on top of that, we live in a society to where that behavior is condoned because you have what? These people ain't facing no kind of charges or being held accountable for when that spider or that young black man, that young black teen, is gunned down in cold blood and no charges are filed.
Wow.
So that's my 2 cents on that, man. The spider and the butterfly. And as sad as it is, That's what it is, man.
I just think it's so obvious, man. If you just Google school shooters,
absolutely,
read the headlines of every different publication online, they coddling these shooters like he was mentally ill. They use the real slick words, man. But when they
want to build that empathy and compassion for, in all realness, is almost to an extent victim shaming.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're building up this compassion, this need to feel sorry for the villain. You know what I'm saying? Feel sorry for the perpetrator when there's victims out here.
But when a black kid get killed, what do you hear? Oh, his daddy was a thug.
Oh man, that immediately comes out.
His daddy owed child support.
They
or
would
his
scour,
daddy.
they would scour a child's social media to find any kind of demeaning picture. Okay, to go and like I said, not to cut your thought off, but this popped in my head. And this is going to bridge really two conversations because you go back to the NFL draft, right? Okay. I believe the young man was it Jason Allen? What's the young man from Wyoming? The quarterback. I can't remember his name.
Oh, from Josh Allen.
Josh Allen. There you go. See, and I'm a football dude. What the hell am I doing? But anyway, Josh Allen. Okay. The day before the draft is when that social media stuff came out with him using all kinds of, and it wasn't everybody heard it was a lyrics to a song. Negative. He was talking extremely reckless at I believe 15 years old. 15 or so.
14, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So first thing that, this NFL team that want to touch him based on their locker room. They already know a lot of stuff going to fly as far as, you atoning for what you said. But the media immediately want to put a spin on, oh, he was a kid. He didn't really mean that. He didn't know any better. You know what I'm saying? So
guess who was doing the most caping for this dude?
Talk to me.
His hairline is pushed back.
Who the young? Who Allen?
No, the person that was taking up for him.
Who, Stephen A?
Yeah. How many people did not say at the age 14 stupid things? Like he was really going in for.
Can we issue a coon? You know what?
Nah, don't call it.
Don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it.
We're gonna go ahead and issue a coon alert. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start. As a matter of fact, post-production, we need a sound effect or something to identify this shit, man. But
yes, indeed.
I definitely issue a coon alert.
I like Stephen A. Smith sometimes, man, but I ain't feeling that, man. Let's go to the next, so we can keep it moving, man. Let's go to the politicians part of this hypocrisy.
Absolutely.
You got politicians. Let's start at the top. The commander-in-chief.
45.
How can you have a Me Too movement going on, Hustle? I'm going to ask you this question.
Say, man. That's what I'm here for.
How can you have a Me Too movement going on? A lot of these females, I'm not saying all, but a lot of these females are on this, this man made me feel this way at the workplace, whoop-de-whoop.
Right.
When the commander-in-chief
got
several allegations. He's on record saying, I just grabbed him by the pussy.
He did say that.
Nobody's calling this man out, bro. None of these Me Too people.
Hey, the only person calling him out is a freaking porn star.
And she done got her bread.
Stormy Daniels is going out there, freaking reviving her career and her name based on her personal and factual accounts on her and 45. Like, bro, let's be, and since the topic of the day is hypocrisy, man, let's just be 100. Had anything came out aside from being squeaky clean, hell, they tried to do
Talking about Obama
because the man smoked cigarettes.
Man, come on.
Had anything came out, you know what I'm saying? Remember how Obama was the devil because he smoked squares?
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Man,
now you had George Bush. Actually, saying that he smoked weed.
Right.
And we were good with that. Which, I have no stance here or there, but you mean to tell me that, I don't know, man, hypocrisy, man. But it's just a wild deal, man, just, how the game is played and, it almost depends on which spectrum you are, what's the hue of your skin and things of that nature, your social class, because trust me, systematic racism and all that good stuff extends way past just a black and white issue. And that's one thing that the majority in this situation wants you to just, forget about and not see is the fact that a lot of people are disenfranchised or are treated differently or, discriminated against based on value and monetary worth, which is dictated by a lot of time your social class and your race. You know what I'm saying? Why were blacks moved to the projects? So you can immediately identify when they got to put on a resume where they located at, where their home is. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
Everybody knows where public housing is in any community. I guarantee you, every job knows that. You write that address down and it equates to the ghettos, they immediately know, or at least can devise and assume it is. So you got to see how all this stuff works, man. But the overall hypocrisy, man, is just crazy, and that's a prime example. Like I said, 45 is out here making a mockery of our country as a whole.
The people, I'm not gonna say all. I gotta say some. Not everybody. I mean, you can't speak in 100% absolutes when you're talking about anything, right? Because everybody not the same. We understand that, but for conversation's sake, we're not talking about everybody. But a lot of these politicians, man, if you do not know what the black codes are, Google the black codes. You can probably find a book on PDF if you want to verify what I'm about to say, but I'm not finna pull out nothing right now. I'm just bringing up the black codes to make a point. The black codes happened in 1866, right? So we 2 generations removed from that, right? So 100 years is a generation, right?
Yes, sir.
Am I correct? So we like a generation and a half removed from the black codes. You go read the black codes, man, and that shit still is going on now. They created these, all these after we were free, supposedly free, to get us back to working for them. They created all these bullshit laws so you can lock a nigga up for even looking at a white woman, trying to read. Just all these jaywalking, you know what I mean? So please go look up that. I'm gonna probably next time we'll get into that. But yeah, man, these same politicians that they dad or they grandfather was in politics as well. These are the same people that are passing laws.
Come on, man.
That discriminate against people like us.
Absolutely.
What can we do about it? What's the solution, you ask? The solution I say is we vote as one block. If the politician is not doing anything for our struggle, then we don't need to vote. But so many people get caught up in Republican or Democrat.
Absolutely.
You need to also do your history on that as well, because politics, period, is a pile of shit if you ain't got no power behind it, man. That's why everybody in Washington lobbying, paying millions of dollars to get they people taken care of. I mean, whether you say Asians, Chinese people, whatever, Hispanics, everybody got councils, everybody's got representatives. Where's our representatives at?
Absolutely.
Because the people we got up there in Washington now, I know it's a few, but as a whole, where they at? Because, we getting killed every day. So,
absolutely.
Far as hypocrisy go, politicians, they as well as a part of that as well. So, man, hustle, I guess. We're going to roll right into it. We ain't doing no stopping. NFL passed a ruling making it mandatory that you stand if you come to the field. If you come to the field, you have to stand. If you don't want to stand, stay in the locker room. So what do you feel? What do you think about that? Is that just more hypocrisy? What we talking about?
No, absolutely it is, because you understand they're doing that to not appease to anything right or wrong based. They're doing it to appease the outcry of a lot of racist fans. You know what I'm saying? A lot of fans who believe in the whole adage, you know what I'm saying, shut up and play football. Shut up and catch, shut up and shoot. And that's all, please, if you got these, and that's why it really pisses me off, you know what I'm saying, when you go back to last season and you had guys, you know, of course Kaepernick, you know what I'm saying, like I said, you know, it begins and ends with Kaepernick, but you had your Michael Jenkins, you had, you had Eric Reed, you had various guys come out, you know what I'm saying, who were all about the, you know, the unity and opposed to kneeling, they were doing different things, hugging the fists, etc. But then the NFL, towards the end of the season, made a pact to, I believe it was fund a lot
like $100 million.
Yeah, that $100 million pledge to fund, you know, like inner city programs and to improve race relations, various things like that. Try to address
bullshit.
Yeah, there you go. You said a mouthful, because on one hand, how do you do that to essentially appease the players for a moment? But then you backhandedly propose a rule that says, okay, now we're taking that out of the equation altogether.
I got a question for you.
Go for it.
The NFL players, man, we understand that they work hard to get to where they at, right? You're talking about the elite of the elite.
Best of the best.
Nobody's down talking that, but my question is it fear of losing the bag, or is it just fear? Is the reason why they won't do anything, bro? Is it fear of losing a bag, or is it just fear?
Well, you gotta look at it. Look at our culture, and this is speaking to black people in general. Look at our culture.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What do we idolize? We don't idolize, you know what I'm saying, what you do with your money, whether it be for a cause. Prime example, you know what I'm saying? A lot of work you do behind the scenes, you know, putting your blood, sweat, and tears, money and stuff out there for causes. You know what I'm saying? The benefit for Caden, the involvement you have in the youth. That's all for a cause. Right. It's not for you to go out there and buy an $80,000 vehicle to wear jewelry, do all this stuff. You know, you don't idolize material things. But how many of us, the overwhelming majority, unfortunately, of blacks today idolize that, what you can have. So that's why I say, in response to your question, chasing that bag is so important. Right. Because you want to look like and depict this whole persona of, I have something. Right. It's not what you can give the next man, what you have. Right. Stephon Diggs, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad you brought that up. As far as, you know, it's because of fear of losing the bag. Right. But he came out and said, I'm here to play football. I don't do politics. He just said this, I believe, last week. And, you know, and me, like I said, being an avid football person, you know what I'm saying? I know, one of the guys who last year, you know, I took a keen eye to with the success of Minnesota and his performance as well. But that really put me off from the standpoint of, how can somebody who has a platform, you know what I'm saying? Man. You know, even if you don't have no stance, that's better than coming out essentially saying that I'm here to play football. That goes back to...
That's why I like the Bennett brothers, man.
What's that?
The Bennett brothers.
Oh, already? From Texas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right. You know, no disrespect to any other 49 states, but we cut from a different cloth. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Now, with that being said, there's a multitude of fuck niggas in Texas, so I'm not getting no passes. Really? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that by any means. Right. But the real are as real as they come. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yes, indeed. If you real, like there's no chink in your armor. You know what I'm saying? There's no sugar in your pedigree or your DNA, bro. So the Bennett brothers are prime examples, Martellus and Michael, of cats who ain't finna just, you know, shut up and play football. Man. You know what I'm saying? But you see, I mean, you saw it from last year.
I got another question for you, Hus. Why do you think, with all the money that these people make, whether it be behind the scenes man or the athletes itself or entertainers with a bunch of money, I mean, not even a bunch of money, we talking about, I mean, at least 10 million or below. Okay. How many people do you think has got 10 million or below, like far as famous people? Would you say 20 people you know got 10 million or below, like in the entertainment industry?
10 million to blow?
Yeah, just like 10 million. I'm gonna buy this painting for 10 million type shit. Do you think it's 20 people, black people with that much money?
I'm pretty sure. I'm guaranteed.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm getting to.
Absolutely. Well,
So
did he just buy a $21-point-something million painting?
So why wouldn't you like start building some kind of infrastructure, which it is a league, a crowd-funded football league. But why wouldn't you? Because all it's going to take is for Odell Beckham to say, "I'm gonna go play on this league," and then there you go. But you know, what do you think about that?
Oh, absolutely, man. I don't know if you saw the video I posted by Craig Lucas, where he was talking about, the tag was how NFL players should respond to owners after that change. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he alluded to. You know what I'm saying? There's enough power, not just within the millionaires you're speaking about as far as starting the league. Right. There's enough power within a lot of the players themselves.
Right.
They've
that's
already,
it.
They've already secured the bag.
And it could be white players too.
And that's what I was about to allude to. Is it shouldn't be just the black players.
Anybody that identify with want to keep their rights and not be, because for some reason our commander-in-chief seems to think that no black people have no right to protest, when the very fact of how many wars we've been involved in when we wasn't supposed to be fighting, that we helped win in this country that we call the United States of America. How many wars were we involved in? For as our fathers and our uncles and stuff, we can go backwards from now to the Gulf War, backing on up to the Korean War, to Vietnam, to World War II, to World War I, to the Civil War. I mean, we was in all the wars. We involved in all of them.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm about to say, as far
so
as
we don't have any right to speak under the banner of United States freedom of speech.
That's crazy. But like I say, with the not only that, which is a case in point, but you look at the national anthem itself.
Oh, you want to get into that?
You look at the national anthem itself. That's my biggest thing is, we're throwing that for one.
Man.
And let me go ahead and get my numbers right as far as when the national anthem came about. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have a direct number.
But it came about because the man that got captured that wrote it, I can't even remember his name. Hustle pulling it up now. The man that was captured got captured by some black Marines that was fighting for the British.
Okay.
When he was captured, that's when he wrote that song, because he was praying to be rescued by the Americans. And when he did get free, that's when he wrote that song. But he was captured by some slaves.
Francis Scott Key.
Yeah.
Francis Scott Key.
Go research Francis Scott Key.
And this
the man that wrote
1814. I didn't mean to cut you
off. No,
off.
You good, bro.
This happened in 1814, right?
That's the man that wrote it.
We are in 2018, so you've had over 200 years to repen, remix.
It's a verse that's not in there. It's a third verse that they didn't put in there. That's why you can't really tell what it's about.
And see, so with that being said, you guys do your research on the entirety of the national anthem. But even with the verses that we have and the part that we know, you know what I'm saying, it glorifies slavery. It makes slavery okay. Now, I don't know about y'all, and hey, I'm in my mid-30s right now, but we are in the era of remixes, right? Like, people have remixed everything. Absolutely. People have remixed everything, right? And this is, hell, it's been songs, the Childish Gambino song.
Which one?
The one he just had. The
America?
The American one. And then the white girl came out, the YouTube chick, and made her rendition 2 days after.
That's it, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Had a video and everything, right? So we're in a time where you can remix or alter a song so quickly. In 200 plus years, they have not deviated the national anthem to conform to all of us. Now you want to tell me I'm standing for something that's supposed to be American equality. This is your country too. Why are you not standing? Blah blah. You're disrespecting. No, the national anthem itself is disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? What I always say is the oppressor would never see the same vision as the oppressed.
Lord,
you know what I'm saying? So when you sit there and tell me that, try to divert attention from what the anthem stands for as opposed to what's being done about it, then you know, you want to make it about kneeling and the flag and shit when you're totally bypassing the inequality it stands for. That's where your issue lies, because you want to go ahead and pull this down, you know, play this this cloak and hide game of, you know, let's go ahead and throw this to the media and focus on that. When Tim Tebow was kneeling, not praying, but when he was kneeling because he didn't agree with abortion, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
because he didn't. Yeah, see, everybody.
Perfect segue.
Tebow was kneeling because he was praying. Nah. Let's go ahead and check the facts, homeboy. Tim Tebow was kneeling because he did not agree at the time about abortion. Okay,
man.
So he wasn't kneeling. He was kneeling in protesting the flag, but because it was Tebow and not Kaepernick, and then the narrative comes, well, Kaepernick's not in the league because he couldn't play. Statistically speaking, Kaepernick was in the top 30 NFL in one of his worst seasons. Come on, man.
Indeed, bro.
You know, they want to pull that bullshit up. He was a one-hit wonder. Come on, man. Give that man just due. At his peak, which he is still technically probably under as an athlete, he was one of the most dangerous players playing that position. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Don't play with the numbers or with the rhetoric of, well, he wouldn't be in the NFL anyway. That's bullshit.
Man, that's what people,
you know what I'm saying?
You know that's what they like to do, my dude.
Absolutely, man.
Man, let me see what else I had on here, man. I wanted to talk about this colorism, man. I got a little cousin. I ain't gonna call her name out. But I don't know what the media is doing to the black girls out here.
Come on, man.
The darker black girls. But my little cousin said this to me. She said that the girls make fun of her at school because she's dark. And I told her, you're beautiful. You got diamonds in your skin. Don't never let nobody tell you you're not beautiful, regardless of what your skin color is, like how dark you are, how light you are, and vice versa. I don't get it, man.
Like I said, man, it's so many things that we allow to be. For one, too many parents allow social media, TV, internet, the radio to raise our children.
Man.
And when I say that, I mean we don't filter out the content they see. We don't filter out the content they listen to.
I'm trying to get better about that.
Offset it with an understanding of what is right, what is acceptable, what is wrong. So when you see the beefs on social media between dark-skinned female R&B artists and light-skinned female R&B artists, and you think it doesn't resonate, you know, with our children in the form of, you know, thinking they're better than the next person or making fun of each other, then you're wrong. That's why you gotta have constant dialogue with your kids and not let outside influence raise your children.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a prime example right there. Like you said, that's a beautiful chocolate little queen right there. And she should be told that every day.
Every day, man. And you are kinfolk. I ain't gonna put you out there, but yeah, keep your head up. I mean, that's just ignorance, to be honest with you. Because I don't really care if a woman's, I mean, I love women. So let's get into that. I don't really care. And also, I want to speak on this, Hustle.
Say that.
Because I know a lot of you people out there don't think that me or Hustle, we should be speaking about black people issues because of who we with. You know what I mean? But what you fail to realize, it's a mentality. You know what I'm talking about? So me being with a white woman, if that's all I was a white woman searcher, right? If that's the only type of woman I slept with, is white women. Then you could probably be on that shit about, you know what I'm saying, how I'm going to speak, but I'm a lover of women. And if I didn't have no girl, then I'd probably be getting at your girl. You heard me? I got a family, so we going to just respect that. I mean, I rock for the community, man. I'm anti-evil. Like, I hate anything evil.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So if it's evil, whatever form or whatever it come into, I'm against it, man. And I'm for goodness and, you know, loving, man. I mean, I know we all flawed people, but
come on,
for you to say that I can't speak on certain things because of who I'm with, first of all, nigga, you got me fucked up. Cause I paid the cost to be the boss.
Say, man.
So
check my resume.
I'm a rein it back in. I just want to kind of speak, and
check my resume.
I hear a lot of people talking about being with this person. Just be with the person that's gonna be down with you, man.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's gonna love you and have your back and shit. I mean, it don't really matter.
Man. People don't understand when it comes to relationships, we kind of deviate topic.
Yes,
but
indeed.
Man, you definitely, man, it's a team thing, and you gotta let somebody. You gotta be with someone who you make better, and they make you better in turn.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta be growing, bro. But yeah, buddy.
I'm gonna try to attempt to. I tell you what, Hustle. That's take a break for a minute since we ain't had no break. We're gonna take a break, y'all. This is 903 Network Radio, the Pound and Hustle Show. We're gonna take a 2.2 break and we'll be back in a minute. You good? I can't hear nothing but the music. Turn the mics down, my dude. I want to find that clip of that preacher, man. But my internet acting You want to check on your girls, bro?
You don't check your babies, man. What? Do you want to get back at it tomorrow? What's the plan tomorrow?
What you know?
I mean, now to go to school to get some more content and switch out shirts and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all think we got nice little how long was that second?
51 minutes. 50 minutes.
You see how we used to go organic?
Yeah, for real, 50 minutes.
Ain't no way in hell. I think we had maybe 30.
We got 50.
See, that's an episode right there. And we got a couple of more when we in the business.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, more on that. Ladies.
It's tomorrow's Memorial Day, ain't it?
Yeah, they all three in sleep, man.
They sleep.
All three are playing that
That's ended, Hustle. Let's go ahead and close it out, my dude. We'll just go ahead and close it out, but Yeah, we'll just close it out, but see, them are instrumentals I bought like 3 years ago when I was working on my CD and shit.
Okay. Is that exclusive?
Yeah, they old now. They still be rocking though.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to see if I can find this clip, man. I just want to get to this clip and then we can get up out of here, my dude. I just want to talk about this. Let me see. Turn that up, boy. They all in their sleep, bro?
Man, all three of them, bro.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna have to let you get out of here for real now.
I was wondering why they were so quiet. And we rushing out here. Not thinking about them, so shit, dogs outside, they should be in 2 hours ago.
Oh, I got my niggas 2 cats.
Yeah, man.
We got 2 cats now.
We gonna catch that.
I'm just trying to see if my nigga, let me pull this up, bro. I'll put all this shit back up. All right, so. We ain't even gonna do it. Fuck it. Let's just get out of here. 903 back in the building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The Pound and Hustle show.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. We want to thank everybody for tuning in. I'm gonna let Hustle get it in real quick. We gonna shut it down for the night. Yeah. Hustle.
Say, man.
Oh man, you like that? You gonna like that right there? Hold on. You gonna love that shit. Oh, listen to that shit.
Oh yeah, that's right up my alley right there.
Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Pinterest,
All social media
LinkedIn, all that, man. PMG, Cool Gang, iMob Films,
Yes, sir.
903networkradio.com.
Yes, sir. Dog City Productions. What else we got? The Kennels on Farmington. Like I said, man, anybody.
Noble Knight. Shout out to Terrence. Shout out to Breadman for being an example of black business in the city.
Man,
much respect.
Us, man. And anybody taking our time with these youth, man. Like
Man,
a lot of y'all to be named. We definitely need to work together, come together, and be a mighty fist so we can strike a mighty blow when it comes to resources that we can have for our kids. But anybody taking our time with these kids, man, your own time.
I'm glad you brought that up, Hustle. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I'm glad you brought that up. So we're gonna do this on the fly. So if you are a builder, somebody who wants to build with brothers, same time next Sunday we gonna be here working. We gonna be here recording or whatever. But if you trying to build something for your community, let's do it. Like let's sit down at the table and see what we can come up with. So this is only for serious people. DM Hustle or DM me next Sunday at we gonna say 8:00. 8:00, man. So we'll see. It's out there. You hear me?
Absolutely. Good work, man.
903 Network Radio. We appreciate y'all tuning in. We just trying to get some answers, get some understanding. We ain't trying to shit on nobody. We just trying to report the news, report the facts, man. Pound and Hustle. We out.
Hey.
Yep.